People to join in. We have about 49 of us. Hi, everyone. Welcome. We're expecting over 100 people today. So we'll give it a couple of more minutes before we start. Thanks, everyone, for joining. Hi, Lauren. Hi. Hi, Yush, Kirby. Hey, Olivia. We'd love to know where everyone is joining from today. Hey, Brian. Hi. Hi, Natasha. Okay, we have folks from the US, all across. I'm here from, a couple of us are here from India. Hey, everyone. Hi, Stacy. Hi, Christian. Hi, Natasha. We'll be starting in just a couple of minutes. Yeah, we have people from literally across the world. Hi, everyone. Welcome. I think a minute more and then we'll jump right in. Yes, we are recording this and you will get the recording within 24 hours of this webinar. Can everyone hear me fine? I think Michelle is not able to hear me. Maybe Michelle, you want to rejoin? Okay, perfect. I think let's begin while everyone's still joining. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Fireflies for Sales webinar, from discovery calls to close deals. And I'm assuming all of you or most of you are in sales. And if you're in sales, you already know this, that most of your work happens on calls, whether it's like discovery calls, demos. And once the call ends, it could get messy, right? Notes live everywhere. CRM updates might take time. You will not always have a clear view of all your deals. So today we're going to address exactly that. And before we do, let me introduce everyone on this in this room. We have Sarah. Hi, Sarah. We're extremely excited to have you here. She is a creator, a sales coach, founder of Selling Sarah. We'd love for you to introduce yourself to our audience today.
Yeah. Hey guys, it's so great to be here. I've been partnering with the Fireflies team for the last few months and they've been really great. Some of their features that you guys are going to see today are literally amazing. I'm the founder of Selling Sarah, which is a sales training and performance organization. We train teams globally when it comes to cold calling, social selling, you name it. So sales is a huge passion of mine, as you guys know, and then probably a lot of you might have seen me on social media sharing those tips and tricks as well across Instagram, TikTok, and LinkedIn. That's a little bit about me, but I'm really happy to be here.
Thanks, Sarah, for joining. We love your content, and we know that you've been trying a lot of Fireflies products, new products that we're launching. So very excited to actually show that to everyone and hear your thoughts on that as well. And then we have Chansinu, who's a senior product manager and responsible for a bunch of new features that we're going to talk about today. And then we have Pallav, who is a product and growth lead here at Fireflies. Hi, guys. We're super excited to have you take us through a bunch of new exciting products today. And I am Karishma, your host for today. I take care of marketing operations and community at Fireflies. And I'll quickly cover what we're going to be talking about today. So, of course, I'm going to introduce Fireflies to you very quickly. Fireflies for Sales Solution, how you can actually automate your sales workflows. Like I said, we have a few new launches that we recently actually came up with. We're going to be talking about that. We will take you through all of this with live demos, and towards the end, we'll also have a live Q&A. So moving on, everyone who's new or fairly new to Fireflies, let me introduce Fireflies to you. Fireflies is #1 AI employee for your meetings, and all these numbers say it all. We've been in the business for more than 7 years when AI wasn't even a thing, and the scale has been huge. So we have served over 20 million people. We're trusted by 75% of Fortune 500 companies. We have processed 5 billion plus meeting minutes in the last 5 years alone. We have more than 100 languages that we support. We also support multi-language meetings. That means you can speak in multiple languages in a single meeting. We're also the most integrated platform there is in this space, with more than 100 integrations. And lastly, we are enterprise grade security. We take security very seriously, and I'll talk about it towards the end as well. So this is a little about Fireflies. Like I said, we're trusted by more than 1 million organizations. And before I actually get into the product itself, since we have Sarah, before I get into it, I think a bunch of you know Fireflies as a note taker. Maybe you're using it for notes, to capture notes, action items, maybe sending it to CRM. But Fireflies has actually gone much beyond note taking, and that's why we're super excited to actually take you through a lot of those things as well. Like you can see, products in products, we're going to be talking about voice agents, live assist today. There's a whole layer of automations that we'll be tackling today. We're not just a meeting bot. We just don't join meetings as a meeting bot, but we can actually join without a meeting bot with either our Chrome extension or our very newly launched desktop app. It's not fully launched, but we're still testing it with a few users. If you're interested, please drop it in the comments, and we'll make sure that you get to test it as well. Now, before we begin to talk about Fireflies for Sales, I actually have a question for Sarah here. Sarah, you work with sales coaches, sales reps all the time. What is that one blocker, or what's really broken in the sales process and the sales calls?
Yeah, I think it's hard to pick just one, to be really honest, because I think there's a lot of challenges when it comes to sales reps, and especially when they first start. There's so many challenges. I mean, the entire role is really built around challenges that you face every single day. Like, this is a very hard role. So if you're someone struggling day in and day out, it's honestly normal, but just get comfortable with the uncomfortable, and like, things do get easier, and there is a light at the end of the tunnel, which is good to hear. I think probably some of the biggest challenges are, for example, like, context gets lost after calls, right? I remember being a sales rep going into some of my first meetings, and all of that information that I had just gone through with the potential client on a call, it's like, if I'm not writing that down, like, where does it go? And next thing you know, I'll have my sales manager or my VP of sales say, hey, how'd that call went? Or how did that call go? And I would say, oh my God, I like added 100K to pipeline. And then all of a sudden, a few weeks down the line, they're like, well, where is that deal, Sarah? Let's go over these notes. And I'm like, oh man, like, I don't really think I took the best notes on that call because I was trying to focus on the meeting. So follow-ups are also really inconsistent for a lot of reps too. It's hard to remember all that information when you don't really have something tracking that. And then also CRM updates feel like admin work, and us salespeople are absolutely terrible at admin. I would have to probably argue that there's probably not one person on this call that's in sales that absolutely loves admin work. So I would say those are some of those are probably some of the biggest challenges that I see in sales right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think a lot of the participants here echo what you just said. And I agree, like, all these sales calls are so full of signal, but there's so much context that gets lost. There's a lot of updates that never happen on CRM. The follow-ups are always inconsistent, and the leadership or the managers don't really get to see what the deals and the pipeline really looks like. So this is what and why we're here for Fireflies for Sales. So we not only capture every sales call, we extract insights, we update CRM automatically, in short, we just help you close more deals. And our users have seen 30% faster deal closures, 10 hours saving so that they can sell more, and a lot more entries into CRM. So first things first is that, of course, Fireflies help captures AI notes, there are summaries, action items, all of that Chan will be showing you very shortly. But apart from that, we actually have custom summary templates for sales. So we have designed templates that exactly match what you're looking for. So it could be a BANT, a MEDDIC, a sales discovery call. So exactly how you would want it. And then it just doesn't stop there. We have integrations with more than 25 plus CRM here. And if you use a CRM, there are high chances that we integrate with it natively, right? So you can automatically send all your call updates or calls to these CRMs, or you can manually select what goes inside these CRMs. And I'll stop here because we have Chan who's going to take us through what the meeting looks like and everything about integrations, etc. So if you have any questions, drop it down. We'll either answer it across the call or take it in the end. Chan, over to you.
Absolutely. Thanks, Karishma, for the intro. Hey, folks, welcome to the webinar. So I'm going to start with the basics. So first of all, Fireflies can capture your meetings anywhere it happens, right? It can be an in-person meeting, which you can record through the Fireflies mobile app. It can be a scheduled meeting on your calendar that can be, where Fireflies auto joins those calls based on rules. It can be a Zoom meeting, it can be a Google Meet meeting, or let's say you've had the meeting, you have the audio, you can also upload it back to Fireflies and have it neatly generate a summary and transcript for you. So over the years, we've invested a lot in our sales ICP. So as you can see right now, we have sales specific templates that you can use in Fireflies. It's automatically classified according to those templates as and when you have these calls. So for sales, we have BANT, we have generic, we have MEDDIC, we have Spice, discovery templates, whatnot. You can also customize your summary templates according to your very specific use case for your company. We have a detailed transcript along with it. And we also have an AI AskFred, which we have improved quite a lot over the years, where it can give you every specific information that you want. Just ask and you'll get the information right away. So the basics, any channel that you have meetings through, you get it back in Fireflies. And same goes for AI apps, right? I'm going to just let Pallav talk more about AI apps, but we have 200 plus AI apps that can help you generate specific insights from your meetings. So meeting insights, you get your summary, you get the transcript, you have an AI that can answer specific questions for you. And we also have AI apps that can answer and extract information for you very specific to your company. So once again, so the meeting is here, you're done with it, but the actual work happens in your CRM. So Fireflies, like Karishma rightly said, integrates with almost every CRM out there. So we have the most comprehensive integrations among all our competitors, which is something that you can already see. So CRM is one of the most populated integration categories that we have. We have integrations with HubSpot, Salesforce, Actio, Affinity, Intercom, whatever it may be. So as Karishma can answer, we can start a poll. We can probably check what CRM do you use. But if you have a CRM that we don't currently support, feel free to drop it in and we'll pick it up right away. But here, setting up a CRM is super simple. So we have complete flexibility for our users, right? So when it comes to CRM integrations, we offer two flavors of it. One is automatically sending data to your CRM. And the other option is HITL, human in the loop, where you can manually send notes to your CRM, which we recently introduced. So I'm going to take an example for HubSpot. So all you need to do is connect your HubSpot, just click send meeting data to your HubSpot, configure a couple of settings. Do you want to map notes to contacts? Do you want to create leads instead? Do you want to create an event? You can map notes to your company, create tasks from meeting action items, map notes to your HubSpot pipelines, select which stage. And also at the same time, you can also use rules if you're in business and about to decide which meetings from your Fireflies account goes into HubSpot. So this is the automatic flow. But yes, there are a lot of users who want more control over what gets sent to HubSpot. And for those users specifically, we have manual push of notes, where all that you need to do is go inside your notepad. You can find all your CRMs here. So not just HubSpot. If you use any tools other than HubSpot, including Google Docs, Notion, you can just find it over here. But in this example, I'm going to show HubSpot. Just click send notes. And all that you need to do is just type out the contact email ID And if the contact exists in the CRM, we would map the notes exactly to the contact, or if the contact does not exist, we would create them as a contact and map the notes. And also optionally, you can also enable this toggle where you can also map the notes to the company record associated with the contact. So this is how the notes look like in HubSpot as well. So this is a sample on how it looks. So all your data neatly organized and sent back to HubSpot.
I love this because this is what a lot of reps actually do manually right now, which can obviously go under that admin category that we all hate to do. So the fact that this now does it for you is incredible. I've actually been using this with my CRM, literally absolutely after every single meeting. It goes straight into it. So I know exactly what happened, could go to it in one place, which is amazing. Now that we've kind of captured the call, pushed it to CRM, something that I really care about as a coach is like when I'm reviewing a team's, one of my team's pipeline or one of the teams I train's pipeline on a Friday, how do I know which deals are like actually real? Because I think that's probably one of the other things that's a little bit broken right now in sales is like, reps these days, they'll say every meeting is real pipeline, right? So like, how do we know which ones are actually qualified?
Absolutely. That's a great question, Sarah. So the HubSpot users today in our chat are in for a treat because we recently launched Deal Intelligence for a very small specific set of users who are using HubSpot, who are our power users. If you are using HubSpot and you're not seeing Deal Intelligence, feel free to drop a message in the chat. We will log that and we will have it enabled for you. So Deal Intelligence, introducing Deal Intelligence for the exact problem that Sarah was talking about, right? Complete visibility into what's happening across your deals. So this is something that we built for HubSpot starting now. We'll add support for more CRMs. For one, I'm going to start with the bird's eye view for admins. So once you connect your HubSpot account with Fireflies, Deal Intelligence provides a bird's eye view and also a deep drill down view for every specific deal to understand, not just from your CRM, right? So Fireflies is uniquely positioned to combine both the CRM data and your conversational data to provide a comprehensive idea on where the deal is moving towards. And as you can see, we have a couple of deals here. You can see some of them are on track, some of them are closed, and there are ones where you can see that are on risk as well. Thankfully, we don't have anything at risk at the moment, but let's say you want to go inside a specific deal, you can just click that deal to get a comprehensive insight on the alerts, the positives, whatever you need about that deal. You have the meeting metadata that's automatically pulled from HubSpot and enriched with your conversational data to provide more information. And the best part is you can use our AI AskFred to ask very specific questions about the deal to know where it's headed towards. So this not just gives you as an admin a bird's eye view on how your reps are doing. So you have multiple filters that you can use. You can filter it based on stage. You can filter it based on budget, the representative, the pipeline, whatsoever you need. We have multiple fields that we currently support that include the state, the probability, budget, when it was last updated, the close date, whatever, all the the nitty gritty of what you need for a deal. So two things: Deal Intelligence is something that we recently shipped, something that our customers are love using it. And with this, you have information about your deals on a bird's eye perspective. And also, if you need to go deeper, you can just click into that deal and you can get more information right away after that.
Yeah, thanks for taking us through that, Chan. Sarah, does that answer your question? Do you think this is helpful? Is this what you were looking for? Okay, I think she's stuck and she's going to come back soon, but we can move on. I see a lot of questions around AI apps or AI skills. So we'll be calling AI apps AI skills very soon. So that's why you see AI skills here. But I know Michael, Patrick, a couple of more people asked for this. So long story short, yes, you can decide exactly what goes into your CRM. You can decide exactly what you can actually derive out of your calls with this thing that we have right here, which is AI apps, especially for sales. So you can literally automate sales workflows and get insights with sales specific skills. So for example, if you want insights from a single meeting, for example, if you want a very specific follow-up email or a proposal to be built out of your call automatically, you could do that by running these AI apps on single meetings, or you could run these AI apps across multiple meetings and get insights like what were the objections that came up each time, or how many objections came up, what were those, what competitors were being mentioned, or a BANT or a MEDDIC, what risks, deals are at risk. So you get like a really clear insight into all of these calls. You can pick and choose what calls you want to actually have these AI apps run on. And we have more than 20 such sales skills. But let's say you don't find what is already there, you can create your own workflow or your AI app to actually get. So it's pretty much like putting in a prompt. And with this, I will have Pallav to take us through what AI apps can do. We have a bunch of questions there, which I think will be answered when you take us through it. Pallav, over to you.
Yep. Yeah, thanks, Karishma. I just want to share how AI apps can help you out, whether you are a salesperson or not. Overall, we have 200 plus AI apps available in Fireflies, and you can access them from here. You go to the dashboard and you click on AI apps on the left menu here on the left side, and then on this page you get all the apps visible in one place. And if you want to look into specifically sales AI apps, you can click on it here, and then you can get access to all the apps in one place. And as Karishma mentioned, it can help you out in multiple places to extract specific information from either one meeting or multiple meetings at once. And you can see we have BANT here, we have coaching opportunities, which can help you out better understand how to have more effective sales calls. We have competitor mention, so you can analyze competitors from your sales calls. We have customer feedback. We have deal timeline. You can also get a scorecard of all the sales calls that you've had, and this can help you understand the performance of yourself or the sales rep which you have in your company. And now let's see how can we customize a sales app. So you can just go to one of the sales app here, you click on edit, and then you can see this is one of the apps which is called BANT sales app. This is the prompt which we have for this app. And now here you can schedule whether you want to run this on a daily basis, weekly, monthly, or per meeting basis. If you, let's say, schedule it on a daily basis, then all the meetings which you've had on that day, it's going to compile that and it's going to extract the information and show that to you every morning at 8 a.m. Right in your Fireflies dashboard. And you can just see that response every day once you log in. And you can also see the output, whether that could be text or chart, you can figure that out. You also have capability to decide who will be able to see the output. So visibility can be configured from here. You can also run this app only on your meetings, or you can run it for all workspace meetings, or you can also create custom logic that you want very specific meetings to run the AI app for. So that is also possible. And there is also an option to push these outputs to email or Notion or other apps as well. So that is certainly also a possibility. You can just enable this toggle and the app will automatically run for all your future meetings. So I'm going to just close this. And once you have an app active and you start seeing an output, you can just go to the feed here. And here you will have all the outputs available in one place. So this is the history of all the apps which ran for me. And this is the output. If I can just expand into one of them, I can see the output in one place like this. Right now, let me also show you how you can run an AI app on one specific meeting. So this is one of our calls. Simon is in our sales team, and he had a call recently with one of our prospects. And this is a 37-minute long call. And here you get automatic notes. On the right side, you get transcript. But let's say if I want to pull very specific information from this call. So I'll go to AI apps here from the top right. And it's going to show me this pop-up. And I'm going to go to Discover. And I'm going to search for sales-specific AI apps over here. And these are all the options which I have. So let's say if you want to run and organize this summary into relevant information around sales call, I can either enable this toggle, which will automate this AI app and will run for all your future meetings, or I can just run it for this individual meeting itself. So when I click on run, let's try to run this for this specific meeting. And now below the summary notes, you'll see that this is running, and within a few seconds, it's going to give you an output. It says our app output generated, and yeah, here it is. So this is the sales call app which ran. This was the prompt. It basically retrieved all the key insights, what the customer said, pain points, business needs, and so on. And you can see here, it compiled all the pain points in this bullet points order. These are all the business needs. These are seats and commercial signals. So they looks like that this customer is interested in 30 seats. These are all the interested features and use cases which they are looking for. And yeah, this is essentially all the outline of just relevant information which either Simon or someone in the team will be benefiting from, instead of going through the entire 40-minute call and then pulling this one by one. So yeah, this is how an AI app can help you out on an individual call. And as I mentioned earlier, you can also automate it and run it on multiple calls as well. Yeah, over to you, Karishma.
Yeah, and just to answer a question, maybe Chan can give more insights to it, but you can actually have these custom outputs straight into your CRM. That is what a bunch of you asked already. So it's all possible. You can select, again, a few of the questions that I saw, you can select which meetings these AI apps run on. We have rules, like Sai mentioned. You can select filter based on meeting title. So for example, if you want only all these, like a specific AI app to run on a sales demo, so you can just ensure that all your sales meetings have a title called sales demo, and your title contains that. So there are a bunch of options. Maybe Pratt can share the guide link with you so that you can go in detail and have a look at it.
Yeah, and I actually have a question too, because I think this is all like very, very powerful, especially seeing like patterns across calls, which is something that I always love to analyze, because my types of questions that typically come up are like, what objections are coming up most for some of the teams that I'm training, or like, where are we losing momentum in the actual call or the meeting? So, where, like, if I could ask, like, is that something that you could analyze in this part of the function?
Yes, absolutely. I think what you're saying is, what if you don't want to run these AI apps automatically? What if you just have this question, you have a place, you have like a chat sort of a thing, you type in your question, and you all of your sales calls, they get analyzed and you have the answer, right? So we do have this capability. AskFred, we're working on this, and we're just scratching the surface here, because there's a lot more coming up with multi-data source. You just don't get answers from your meetings, but you can also get answers from Slack, email, but that's coming soon. But in its current shape and form, Pallav is going to take us through how AskFred looks like and how it can specifically solve your use case, Sarah, that you asked. So Pallav, over to you to demo AskFred for us.
Yep. So I think this is exactly what can help Sarah. So here we have AskFred. You can open it again from your Fireflies dashboard. There is a floating input field over here. You click on it and you can click on Open AskFred. This essentially opens up this modal, and here you can ask any specific questions which you have, which maybe might not be covered on an AI app. Though we have customization options in AI app as well, but maybe you want to go beyond AI app. You want to converse with it. You want to go a lot deeper and ask very relevant and specific questions from either one meeting or multiple meetings. So you can do that right from here. So let's say I'm a salesperson and I want to share the list of all the product features which the customers have requested in my sales calls, right? So I'll basically write a prompt here: compile all product feature requests from last 7 days. Okay, and I'm going to apply a filter that let's just look into Simon's calls. So Simon is our salesperson, and now it's basically going to run this prompt, and it is going to look into last 7 days worth of Simon's meetings, and then it's going to pull and compile all the product feature requests which came in from those calls. So let's see how it does. Now it's going to go and look into all the meetings, and you see it identified that there are about 20 relevant meetings in the last 7 days, which Simon had. And then it's going to go through all of those 20 meetings and compile a list for us. It might take a few seconds. So just to prevent time, I have the same query ran a few hours back, and you see compile all feature requests from last 7 days. In that case, it looked into about 29 relevant meetings, and you see these are all the feature requests which the customers have requested on the sales call. And you can see customizable note taker avatar. There were some requests around integration data management, platform and recording features, and so on, right? So this gives a clear idea, and it saved a lot of time for Simon because he is busy having sales demos and he didn't have to go inside 29 or 30 different sales calls just to compile this. And then you can also chat with it, you can ask further queries, and then you can go deeper into it. Let's say you want to give it a prompt that can you prioritize which features are relevant and we should implement them first. So now it went back again and it basically created a tiered list of all the features. You can see tier 1, tier 2, and it also created a table P0, P1, P2, which features to prioritize, effort, timeline, and all of that, right? So this is how, and it also gave you key recommendations. What can you do? And again, after all of this is done, it also gave you suggested questions to keep on asking for more and go deeper into it and get very relevant information, so that Simon as a salesperson can collect all of that in one go and then share it with the relevant team. Maybe in this case, it's the product team, which Simon can share all of this information with. And in this case, I just asked for last 7 days. You can go beyond that. You can ask for last 30 days, even longer. And you can also look into all your sales meetings and not just from one sales rep. You can look into all of those in one go, and it will pull all that information and compile that for you in a neater format like this. So this will essentially help you a lot and save time for you. Yep. I think just one last thing on this. This is something which is in the works, and we are building other sources as well. So you can pull information from web search, even Slack, Gmail, and Shortcut, and that will be coming very soon to you guys. Yeah.
Yes. Thanks again. A super powerful feature to actually talk to your meetings, try to understand what's happening, get all the insights. And with this, this is actually something that Sarah recently tried, Sales Assist. So, Sarah, what are your thoughts? And we'll have Pallav demo it shortly. But yeah, since you tried, I'm just curious, and I would love the audience to actually hear your experience.
Yeah. So my experience was very cool with this. I was very, very impressed. Obviously, this is all really powerful after the call, but in the moment that actually matters is during the call. And I think we're all on here, and this happens to me all the time, even as an experienced salesperson, is, hearing an objection that maybe you've never heard before, and all of a sudden you just freeze and you're like, oh my God, where do I go from here? So the fact that this supports you in that moment completely changes everything, which is awesome. So I'm really excited for everyone to see this, because it definitely has saved me multiple times.
And we have Pallav, who's actually worked tirelessly on this specific feature with, of course, the team at Fireflies. So Pallav, over to you to actually do like a quick demo. And this works great with desktop app as well. Sorry, I think we spoke over each other, but yeah.
Oh, no, you're good. I was just saying I'm really excited for everyone to see this.
Okay, so I guess some of you, I saw that you were asking for desktop app, and I think here it is. This feature is really powerful with the desktop app because it can run on the top of your meeting and you don't have to switch context and windows. And desktop app's currently in beta, and we will be rolling it out very soon. But I just want to quickly go through a few things here on the desktop app. By the way, me and Pratyush, so Pratyush is from our customer success team. We are having a demo call on Google Meet on the side just to showcase this to you. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to unmute myself from here. And as I will be speaking, you will see that you will start seeing live transcript showing up here. Okay. So one of the most important aspects here is that it will be running in real time for you. And as you speak, you will get live captions so that you never miss anything. And you also get speaker labels and timestamps right here. So you can understand who is speaking what. And we also have AI notes. So as I keep on speaking and the meeting goes on, this will take bullet point notes for you in real time. And you also have meeting prep over here. Let's say you are meeting a prospect or a customer after some time and you have some past context. So it will help you prepare for those calls as well. And it will show you all those past context and whatever will be helpful for you on that call, it will show you right over here. In this call, this is an ad hoc call, so there was no context, which is why it is blank right now. And we also have AskFred here. I talked about AskFred. That was for post meeting, once the meeting is processed. But you can also do something very similar in real time while the call is going on. You have the input field here. You can ask any specific question, and it will pull for this specific meeting. It will also pull from past meetings. You can also upload knowledge base to Fireflies, and it will also answer from the knowledge base, and it can also do web search for you. And the other important thing here is that we talked about AI apps, and you can also run AI apps here in real time. You just have to click or press /, and here you will see all the list of AI apps over here. So let's look for some sales specific AI apps. So you see in real time, you can get sales coaching. You can just run this app and it will give you what you're doing good. It can help you get on the line, and there are a lot more other AI apps as well. So let's run one of the AI apps, let's say BANT. Though this call is not a sales call, so there's not a lot of context, but it will pull some insight from it and show you over here, right? So yeah, no decision was made because this is not a demo, a sales demo, right? So yeah, you can run all of this in real time as the call progresses. And then here we have general assist and sales assist. So these are essentially your fixed suggestions. You can just click on one of them to expand. Let's say you missed something, you can click on catch me up on the last 1 minute, and it will help you catch up on that call right away. And we also have dynamic suggestions over here. But now let's go to sales assist. So what sales assist does in this case is that you first have to upload the knowledge base onto Fireflies. And this should be a comprehensive information about your company or the product, so that Fireflies can look into that knowledge base and answer the questions for you. So in this case, we are going to assume that I am a salesperson and Brad from our team is a potential customer who would want to know more about Fireflies. So Pratt is going to ask a few questions, and hopefully Sales Assist is going to help us answer those. Pratt, do you want to go ahead and ask a few questions?
Hey, Pallav, sure thing. All right. So, do you support transcription in the German language?
Okay. So let's see. Yeah, it detected the question and it gave the answer right away. You see, so as Pratt asked a question, the question was detected and it automatically gave the answer. It looked into the knowledge base, and then it let the salesperson, in this case me, know that, hey, this is the answer. And it can be very helpful if you are a new sales rep. You might not have all the context about the product. Maybe you miss some details or you don't remember anything on the call. So it will go into all of those details and help you answer those questions which your customers ask. By the way, this floating pane for the desktop app is not visible on screen share to your customers. It will only be visible to the person who has this open. If you want, you can make it visible. In this case, I've made this visible for all of you guys to see, but there's a setting for that to hide or make it visible. But by default, it won't be visible to your customers. Brett, let's ask another question.
Sure. Can you tell me the key feature differences between the business and the enterprise plan?
It detected the question in this case, and it gave the answer right away. So in this case, it gave the answer. Yeah, so I think there are two answers. This is the more relevant one. So you see business versus enterprise plan. It said that enterprise has SSO, super admin, rules engine, private storage. So all of these features are available. And as a salesperson, maybe I forgot some features or I don't recall them. And this will help you out, answer those to the customer right away. Right, let's ask one final question. Yeah.
What is the deal intelligence feature in Fireflies?
it detected the question, and let's see if it tries to answer this or not. It did try to answer that this is under HubSpot. There's another interesting feature that we have here is that what if it doesn't find the answer in the knowledge base? So we give you a suggestion over here that, hey, this was not found in the KB. You can actually expand it from here. And now it's going to look into your past meetings and also do a web search. There is certainly a possibility that knowledge base might not be updated. So in that case, you can actually expand this and look into your past meetings and do a web search and then help you answer that question right away to the customer.
I think this is really great too, just for reps that are starting out, because I think this will actually really help with ramp time. I think, we tend to throw reps into the deep end and we're like, come on, like the best way to learn is just by doing it, right? But now to have this actual extra assistance, if you will, like when you're even trying to think of something and all of a sudden, like now you have the answer right in front of you, being able to train that over and over and over again. I mean, obviously the goal is for this all to come natural to you, but to have that assistance, right there on the meeting with you is such a game changer.
Yep.
Yes, absolutely. Thanks for taking us through it. Let me just share my screen again. And like we've already spoken, Fireflies not just helps you after the meeting with the meeting notes, but it's before, during, after the meeting, so across your sales workflows. Now, this is something that has been in the works for more than a year or almost a year, and we have Chan who's worked tirelessly on this product, which actually takes Fireflies way from a note taker to an actual participant, to automate your repetitive call, to actually make your or just to make you 10x and have you be much more productive. So whether it's like the initial sales discovery call or a qualification call, you can literally send a voice agent. You can name it, customize it. You can create one for yourself. So there are a bunch of use cases that we are actually trying at Fireflies. I'll actually leave it to that. We have some templates. You can create one on your own. So over to you, Chan. All yours to take us through what this product is all about.
Absolutely. Let me just share my screen. Okay. So before we get into what voice agents are, it's one of the most interesting features that we've launched recently. So in this course of this demo, you saw use cases where you take the call, Fireflies takes the notes for you, you take the call, then Fireflies helps you take the call by answering your questions during that call. But it only makes sense when we close the loop where Fireflies actually takes the call for you. That's where voice agent comes in. So we've come a full circle. And with voice agents, we are launching multiple templates, not just sales. We've launched it for HR, we've launched it for marketing, for product management, project management, whatsoever. Just call it out. You can just share it with your colleagues and have them take calls for you on your behalf. But in this example, we will completely focus on the sales use case. So we have the discovery call agent, which is basically here to filter out high signal prospects from your sales calls. All you need to do is send across your voice agent and it can take the call for you and extract information as per what we've just showed you in this demo, be it AI apps, be it AskFred, and have it sent across to your integration as well. All you need to do is just sit back and take a look at how your voice agent conducts the call for you. So in this demo, we're going to take a quick look on how to create a voice agent, which is super simple. It takes less than 2 minutes, and how you can share it across to your prospects. And we can also take a look at how a sample call would look like. We will go through a live demo. So here I'm just going through a discovery call agent. So there are 3 core aspects that decide how a voice agent behaves, not just for the discovery call agent, but for every single voice agent. You can also create custom agents from the voice agent store. So we will stick to the discovery agent. So we have questions, knowledge base, and instructions. Questions: what questions does the voice agent need to ask? Knowledge and instructions. So let's say you create a discovery agent for your company. It needs to know what your company does to answer questions for your prospects. That's what's get into knowledge base. So here we have some interesting stuff. You can just add the knowledge base data, or all you can do is just connect the knowledge base to your general knowledge base that's available in the settings where you can add files, you can add websites, whatsoever it may be. Soon we will add support for past meetings as well. So just simply connect your knowledge base sources and your voice agent is primed to answer any question from your prospects. Then we have instructions. So our voice agents are already tuned to behave in the best way possible from our tons of customer interviews that we've done on how a discovery agent should behave. But even then, there are customers who have specific requirements for voice agents. If they want that, they can always add it as part of their instructions. For example, greet the prospect in such a way, or end the call after saying this, things like that. So just enter these 3 core pillars of a voice agent and pretty much done. So it takes less than a minute. And we also have tons of customization options. You can change the name of your voice agent, add a logo, which is your company logo, enter your company name. You can also choose from 7 different voice options, multiple languages. You can decide the tone of your voice agent, specify the session duration, the conversation speed, decide how it needs to handle interruptions, preview how it sounds, and just have it published. So we also have additional settings where you can decide who gets to see your voice agent across your teammates. We have meeting privacy, who gets the recap emails, and also we have flexibility options for your participants. Do they just need to enter their name before taking the call, or if they need to enter their email before taking the call, or both? So once you're pretty much done, just click create and you are done. So we are recently shipping a change where you can do multiple things with voice agents. So as you can see, we are shipping support for embedding your voice agent in your website. We have a QR code which you can share across to your participants. We can also add it as part of your calendar. You can also share it to social, which is Twitter, X, WhatsApp, or Teams, and also LinkedIn. So the basic of a voice agent is a link. So here we have a voice agent link that gets generated after you create a voice agent. So all that you need to do is just copy a link and share it across for people to take calls. Now let's take a look at how a sample call will look like. We already have a voice agent ready here. I'm just going to show you how that sounds. Just enter my name and email. So the email is totally optional. So if you need, you can just skip that. So, but for security purposes, we still recommend adding the email so that we get a log on who takes the call rather than just the name. So I'm just going to enter the OTP. You just quickly check if I have shared the tab audio. Give me 1 sec. There we go. Okay, let's take a look at the demo voice agent and how it sounds. So it's a simple, lightweight interface that we've built here at Fireflies to deliver the best experience possible.
Hi, Chan. Thanks for joining. How are you doing today?
I am doing good. How about you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. I appreciate you taking the time to try out this demo voice agent from Fireflies. I'm here to help you understand how voice agents work, explore different use cases, or walk you through how to create your own. What would you like to know about voice agents?
Yes, just voice agents in general. So if you can just give me a one-liner overview on what voice agents are, that would be great. Thanks.
Voice agents are AI-powered assistants that can run real conversations like interviews, discovery calls, or customer support chats, and they automatically generate transcripts, summaries, and structured insights for you. What kind of use case are you thinking about?
Mainly for sales. So I'm looking to automate my discovery conversations with prospects. So can you just briefly explain how Fireflies can fit into the sales workflow specifically? That'll be great.
Absolutely, that's a perfect fit. Fireflies has a pre-built discovery call agent that you can use right away. You'd create and configure the agent inside Fireflies, then simply share a link with your prospects. They click the link, verify with a one-time passcode sent to their email, and the conversation happens right in the browser with no downloads needed. After the call, everything shows up in Fireflies with transcripts, summaries, and insights, and you can push that structured data directly into your CRM or other sales tools. Would you rather start with that pre-built discovery call template or create something more customized from scratch?
I think I'll just go with the discovery call template. But yes, this was just a demo call. It was amazing talking to you. I'm looking forward to talking to you even more down the line in the future. But thanks for your help today.
Thank you so much, Chan. I'm really glad I could help you see how voice agents can work for your sales discovery calls. You're all set to try out that discovery call template whenever you're ready. and I'm confident it's going to save you a ton of time. Thanks for joining the demo today, and best of luck with your sales conversations. Take care. Ending the call now. Thank you for your time.
Bye.
Take care.
So that was the voice agent demo. So right after you are done with the call, you get a neat structured, conversational insight, just like another Fireflies call. So you can get all your calls in the voice agent meeting section. You can see that it's neatly categorized with your voice agent name along with the person who's taking the name, and everything else that you saw in the demo applies to voice agent calls as well. So it's just another Fireflies call, but just that it is your voice agent. It's going to take calls on your behalf, saving you like hours every week and money as well.
Thanks. And we actually had Sarah demo this and share like a reaction video, which went pretty viral as well. So Sarah, what are your thoughts here?
Yeah. If you guys haven't seen the video, I recently demoed this. I was really impressed, not even just like with how it ran the meeting, but the actual output. The qualification was really clean, which is obviously really important for first calls. And, the context wasn't generic either, which was really good. And it felt usable, which is the main thing at the end of the day. So, if you're running a high volume, inbound or early stage screening, like the prospects rep energy for the deals, all of that good stuff. I was really impressed.
Yes, thanks. Thanks everyone for doing, and thanks Chan for taking us through the demo. Before we end and get to the live Q&A, I just want to reiterate that we at Fireflies take your privacy and security very seriously. We do not train on your data. We have 0-day retention policy with all our vendors. We're SOC 2 Type 2, GDPR, HIPAA compliant, even FERPA compliant for educational institutions. We give you an option for private storage, end-to-end encryption, admin controls like SSO, and a bunch of other admin controls as well. And that is why Fireflies is the preferred platform for CIOs across Fortune 500 and startups. So rest assured, everything is safe for us, with us. And with this, we come to the live Q&A session. We have a bunch of questions here that I'm going to actually start off. Where are the questions? Give me a second. Okay, so let's start. I'm going to just segue the question. It's not a silly question, Dana. You do have a history saved while using voice agents and all the past conversations, and it's exactly where you see all your meetings with Fireflies. It's in your meeting tabs, and there's going to be like a cute little voice agent emoji next to the meeting as well. So you see all the calls. It's no different than a regular call. And you'll get a different tab in your meeting settings as well. So this is something that we've done. Can you use voice agent for voicemail using the app? Say someone calls during a meeting and I choose to send it to the voicemail instead. Can I send it to Fireflies? Chan, you want to take this?
Yes, absolutely. So one of the biggest requests that we get from customers is when are we going to actually support phone calls for voice agents? So we're actively looking at it. That will be the next step trajectory for voice agents. Right now, the experience is on web. So that's the initial iteration that we've launched, and customers are loving it so far. But like I said, a lot of customers want to do inbound and outbound phone calls, but batch calling with voice agents. We are currently exploring how we can, fit that into the product. Basically, the R&D is going on, but that's something that we are really planning in the upcoming quarters. That should be something that we'll ship real soon. You'll hear from us on that.
And this one's for you as well, Chan. Something that you must have heard as well, and we all hear.
Okay. Okay, yes. So when the tech was fairly new, probably a year back, I think we did receive mixed feedback when, the voice agent tech was very new at that point. It used to hallucinate. We had a lot of latency problems. But like Karishma said, it took almost year for us to ship high quality voicing that we feel from our internal team that it's as natural and human as possible. And we have an average, voice agent rating from thousands of call being 4.4, which is really great out of 5. We also have a small participant feedback that we get for the Fireflies team after every voice agent call, and currently the rating stand at 4.4, which is really good to see. And but answering your question, right? So if you asked the question a year back, I think even we wouldn't have shipped something that was substandard because the tech was fairly new and the model was hallucinating a bit. But right now we've powered it using the right vendors, and thanks to the incredible team back home who's worked day and night countlessly to ship a voice agent that sounds really human as possible with all the human voices. Customers are recently loving it, and we're really getting some good feedback, and it's just going to get bigger from here. We're going to add more support like sharing screen, being able to demo a product itself. A lot of interesting use cases coming in for voice agents. So it's just going to go upwards from here.
Yes, absolutely. And I think this was either answered in the chat, but this is regarding AI apps, how to categorize or label calls. This is from Ashley. So how do you actually decide which AI apps run where? Pallav, you want to take this? Maybe share your screen to show the filter, the custom one while you're creating an AI app.
Yeah. Let me pull that up. Give me a minute.
While he's pulling that up, I'll just go to other questions. We have a bunch of them.
Okay, so this is the AI apps. So what you can do is you go to customize, and here you can edit. And one, you can figure out for which meetings you want to run the AI app for. You can create a custom logic here, my meetings workspace, and you can apply filters like title, host, participants, type. So all of this is possible. And let's say you want to run these bunch of AI apps only for a specific title, then you can do it from here.
Yeah, that also answers Veronica's question right here. Sorry, continue, Pallav.
Yeah, and once the app is run, you can come here on the feed and you can see all the outputs in one place over here. This is the title of the app, when it ran, this is the schedule, and you can just view more to expand on it. Like this.
Got it. Thanks, Pallav. I think the next question also, if you can answer, can you review the credits and how they're applied? Understand we pay a subscription, AI credits each month, but if I have a team and they all push AI notes to HubSpot, am I paying a credit per user? It would be great to understand. So Chan, Pallav, both of you can tag team and answer this one.
Yeah, I can answer the first part, the HubSpot part, Chan can answer. So there is a page within settings, which is called AI credits usage page, where you can understand on a individual level which person in your team, how many credits they are consuming, and where the credits are consumed. You can identify that on an app level, on a feature level, and you can also look into longer date range, and you can identify how many credits are being consumed from your team, and that is visible easily to all the admins in the team. For the HubSpot part, Chan can certainly answer.
Okay, so with respect to HubSpot, we have, so first of all, our integrations are completely free across all plans. We don't charge for sending nodes or AI apps to integrations, just that for AI apps to run, they charge credits. So it's just that, but when it comes to sending nodes to HubSpot, both for team integrations where you can apply it for entire team for nodes, and for integrations where users connect to them individually, we don't charge any credits. It's basically free, but just that for the free plan, we have rate limits. Apart from that, it's totally free.
Yes,
okay.
And that this is for you as well, Chan.
Yes, I bookmarked it to answer that. Okay, fantastic. So yes, we are aware of the fact that at your as an event. So right now, integrations work in such a way where for every contact that you have meetings with, we would map the notes to that specific contact. But unlike other CRMs, Attio consolidates all the notes into one single pool. So let's say you have meetings on a larger forum with 10 participants. So 10 different notes are created. This is a problem that we've seen. So we also have an option where you can map notes to companies in Attio. So if you have problems where you often meet with multiple participants at a time, so that's an option that we've shipped for customers specifically. For most customers who have meetings with just one person on a regular basis, mapping notes to contacts works really well. But for users who have meetings with multiple participants, you can just enable the option where you can map notes to companies. So that way, just one note is created right after every call. And the third option is right now we've recently shipped option where you can manually send notes to Attio. So if you want even more control over what gets sent to Attio, you can just prefer that option if that works for you.
Got it. And we do have a few questions that we already answered on the chat. If there's anything unanswered, please feel free to drop it on email. We're actually done with it, but thank you so much, everyone, for joining. I hope we've answered most of your questions. And Sarah, thank you for joining in, sharing your insights, and trying out all these cool features that Fireflies has to offer. And everyone who joined, you will get a recording within 24 hours and with a bunch of other resources that will help you take your sales game to another level. And we'll see you very soon with another set of webinars coming very soon. So thank you, everyone, for joining, and have a good day.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye.
Thank you, everyone.